everyone. You're watching Midland Public Library's Savvy Seniors, the short show where we discuss technology tips to make your life easier. My name's Jennifer Wick, and I'm the Maker Place Coordinator here at MPL. Today, I'm going to be introducing you to Libby by Overdrive. Libby is a free application that can be used by library members to access ebooks and audiobooks on your smartphone, tablet, or on your computer or laptop. The Libby app is compatible with most iOS, Apple devices, and Android devices as well. You can download the app by going to the App Store on iOS, Apple devices, or by going to the Google Play Store on Androids. If you don't have a device that's compatible with the Libby app, like a smartphone or tablet, that's no problem. You can also access Libby using a desktop computer or laptop by going to a web browser like Google Chrome, Safari, or Firefox, and going to www.libbyapp.com. To sign into the app, you're going to need your library card number as well as your PIN. Your PIN is the last 4 digits of your phone number. I think now we're ready to jump in and check out the app, so let's go. Okay, I'm gonna start by downloading the Libby app. So I'll go to my app store because I'm using an iOS device. If you're using an Android, you'll have to go to the Google Play Store. So I open my app store and I'm gonna search for Libby. So I can do Libby or Libby by Overdrive, both are correct. And I see Libby here. It is the purple icon with the book and the little girl's head behind the book. I'm gonna go ahead and download that. Download. Great, now that it's downloaded, I'll click open to open the app. Okay, so when you first enter the app, this is the message that comes up. Welcome! Thousands of public libraries offer ebooks and audiobooks for free in Libby. Let me ask you a few questions to guide you to your library. First question, do you have a library card? Yes, I do, so I click yes. Okay, the first option is if I already have Libby on another device and I'm downloading it to a new device. Since this is my first time downloading the Libby app, that doesn't apply to me, so I'm gonna skip that one. The second option is gonna let me search for my library manually. So it's gonna let me type in Midland to find Midland Public Library. The third option lets Libby guess your library. So she'll do that by using your location. So you have to have your location's settings turned on. So I'm just gonna skip that one and I'll search for a library. So I'm gonna click that middle option. All right, Midland. And the first one that comes up is our Midland Public Library right here on King Street. So it's the County of Simcoe Library Cooperative. So I'm gonna click on that. Great, so let's take a moment to sign into your County of Simcoe Library Cooperative account. Where do you use your library card? Well, I use it at Midland Public Library, of course. So I'm gonna click on that green highlighted Midland Public Library. And I'll enter my library card number, as well as my PIN. And if you remember, my PIN is my last 4 digits of my phone number. So here we go. Okay, so I've clicked sign in and Libby has generated a library card for me. So this is my Libby library card. It has my library card number that applies to the Midland Public Library. It says how many loans I have out and how many holds I have. So right now I have 0 of 5 loans and 0 of 7 holds. That's great. I can rename my card if I want. I'm not going to. I'm going to leave it as my library card number. And then you just click next. All right. So when you're first signed in, this is the screen that Libby automatically takes you to. Libby is divided into 2 sections, the library and the shelf. You can see those 2 sections on the bottom of the screen, library in the bottom left-hand corner and shelf in the bottom right-hand corner. Library is the area that lets you browse the catalog. It lets you look for books. So this is the area that you can browse different collections. You can look by subject, so you can look for mystery or adventure. You can look at different promotions that they have going. So you can see Romantic Reads is a list of over 500 titles. They have What's New, new in books, new in audiobooks, popular audiobooks, available books, and available audiobooks. So you could click on those and be taken to available audiobooks. You can continue exploring, and you can see here we have a just added section, always available section. Here are some different subjects you can go to. There is a next great read section with over 1,000 titles. Too hot to hold. Read anything good lately? So the theme is clearly read books. Love between the covers. Life as we know it, realistic YA, and it just goes on and on and on with different categories and classifications of books. So while you're in your library, you can browse that way, or by using the search bar up top, you can actually look for a specific title. So you could search it there. But before we do that, let me explain the second section of your Libby app, which is the shelf. So that bottom right-hand corner there, I'm gonna click on shelf, and I can see that it has my loans, my holds, and my tags. So this is the area that shows all of the books that you've actually taken out and are currently reading. It shows the books you have on hold, right? So think of the library as Midland Public Library's catalog and the shelf as your home bookshelf. Okay, so back to our library. Fun feature, if you click on the little Libby icon down here, you can change the way she looks. So feel free to do that, okay? If you click in preferences, so this preference button here, this is where you're gonna change your search preferences. So you can change the format of the books you're looking for. So if I only wanna look for audiobooks, I can select audiobooks. So I'm only gonna look for audiobooks. And I want my audiobooks to be in French. And I want them to be for young adults. And, oh, I could make them compatible with Kindle. Didn't know that. I can also find things that are available now. So just like a real library, this library may only have one copy of a book, and so someone else might have it out. So if you put available now, it means you can read it today. You can sign it out today. Otherwise, you might be placing a hold on something. You can also change the way it sorts your books, sorts your searches. So you can look for date added, relevance, popularity, the release date, author title, etc. So once you've got your settings configured the way you want them, your preferences are configured the way that you want them, you click Apply Preferences. And so you can see I set 4 different preferences, which there's very few collections that match my preference. So it shows you what preferences you've changed. So I'm gonna go back and take those things off now. Actually, I'm gonna just put it on English. There we go. Okay, so then I can click Explore. So I have my preferences set. So that'll apply to me exploring as well as my searches for books. And I can see that there are kids books, teen books. I have a What's New section, what's available, and I can go to subjects. So let's go ahead and go to subjects. So there's fiction, romance, mystery, nonfiction, literature, thrillers, suspense, historical fiction, and it goes on and on and on and on. So you can look in pretty much any category or subject heading that you would like for your books. So let's say I'm interested in a mystery, I will click on mystery. Great, so I can see All the Devils Are Here, Walk the Wire, all sorts of different books. So I can browse the catalog that way. Okay, but let's say I'm interested in finding a specific book. So I'm gonna go to that search bar. I really wanna find The Wheel of Time by Robert Jordan because that's one of my favorite series. Wheel of Time, there we go. I'll type it in and I can see that there's lots of different titles that come up, and so there's the Wheel of Time series, so I'm gonna click on that. Okay, so there's some books that come up, so let's take a look. Let's look at the first 2. So I can see that the first one is The Eye of the World by Robert Jordan, and it's number 1 in the series, and the second is The Shadow Rising by Robert Jordan. It's number 4 in the series. I can immediately see a difference regarding when I can read these books. The first one says place hold. So that means it's not available for me to read right now. The second one though says borrow. That means that I can take it out right now and read it if I want to. So let's say that I wanted to borrow The Shadow Rising by Robert Jordan. I can click on borrow. So you are borrowing The Shadow Rising for 21 days. It's a thick book. So I'll change my preference to 21 days and click borrow. Great. So notifications tell you when your loan is due. Would you like to set up your notifications now? So if you'd like to set up your notifications now, you can do that by clicking Manage Notifications, but I'm gonna walk you through that in a minute. Okay, great. So I have borrowed this book. Now you can see that the menu has updated and it says Manage Loan. So if I click on Manage Loan, I can see send to a device. So I can see when it's due. I can renew the loan, but that I can only do 2 days before the loan is due. And I can return early. So I'm not actually going to read this book, so I'll click Return Early so someone else can get it. So I click that and then I click Return. Boom, it's returned. Okay, let's go back to my library. So let's place a hold now. So on the other book that's not available, I can click Place Hold. So there's one copy in use and there's 4 people waiting for it. So it says if you place a hold on this title, it should be ready for you to borrow in about 10 weeks. So it gives me an approximate date when I'll be able to take it out based on when the other people will be reading it. So I'm gonna click Place Hold. And so notifications will tell you when your hold is ready to borrow. Great. So I've placed that hold. I'm going to click Manage Hold and I will cancel my hold because I don't actually want to take this book out and I want it to be available for others. Great. Okay, back to my library. So we've taken a look at how to place a hold and how to borrow, how to return your books, which is great. But now I can see in this top corner, there's a little 1 notification happening. So I'm going to click on that. Okay, so it's saying, please configure how you would like to receive notifications from Libby. Great, so let's manage those notifications. So when I click Manage Notifications, it says choose which type of events you'd like to be notified about. So I can either get an email notice, a menu badge, which is like that little 1 that was over the menu a minute ago, or I can click Ignore, so I don't actually get notifications for that. So if my loan is expiring, I will get an email notification for that. My loan has expired, I'll get a notification for that. Hold is ready, hold is lapsing, or hold has lapsed, okay? And Learn Libby. So Learn Libby appears when the Libby Academy has a new tutorial lesson for you. So you can go in and you can update your notifications, you can manage them so you get notifications for the things that you would like. At the very bottom, you need to specify an email address before email notices can be sent to you. Okay, well I have all of these things set to email notice. So I should definitely have an email address for them. So I'm gonna click Fix This and I'll enter my email address. Great, so now I've put my email in. If you ever need to change it, you can change it right here in the bottom of the menu. You may also notice that it says notifications are currently disabled in your device settings. Fix this. So if I click on Fix This, the Libby app automatically takes me to my settings where I can enable notifications on my phone. So these are called push notifications, and what will happen is that when one of the things comes up like hold is ready or my due date is approaching and so on, I'll get an actual notification on my device, on my phone, which I find very helpful. So I've allowed notifications by ticking this little green box here, and I can see that it's gonna come up on my lock screen in my notification center, and I'll get a banner. So if I'm already using my phone, it'll come up while I'm using it. Great, so I'm gonna go back to the app. It has updated to say that notifications will appear per your device settings, no matter which app is open. Great. I'm going to scroll up, and you'll notice now that it's changed from email notification to just say notification. So you can set this up either way you want. You can set it up so that it is email notifications or notifications on your device. It's up to you. So I'm going to click back. So what else is in this Libby menu that was at the top right-hand corner of the app? So there's your libraries. So you can see the County of Simcoe Library Cooperative. Okay. There's See Library Cards. So if numerous family members have a library card with Midland Public Library and you're both going to be using this app, you can add their card as well. You do that by clicking Add Another Card. You can also learn Libby. So earlier when there was that notification for Libby Academy, that's Learn Libby. So if I click Learn Libby, welcome to Libby Academy, where we demonstrate features. So in here, there's all sorts of little tutorials to teach you how to do different things within the app. This is a super helpful part of the application, so I definitely recommend that you check it out. If you ever want to redo any of the tutorials that are in here, just click Reset Progress and it'll reset them for you. Okay, let's go back. The last thing I'm going to mention in here is Get Some Help. If you click Get Some Help, you can search for questions, and there's also common solutions down here. So it might be something that someone else had trouble with and they have the solution ready to go. Great, so I'm going to click Hide, and that will take me back to my library section. So you can see now that that little notification that was on the badge up here is gone because I clicked on it. All right, quickly, I just wanted to show you how to actually read the books that you take out. So I'm going to go to my shelf, and I can see that my recent loans appear. So I can access my book there or by going to Loans. Then I can click Open Book. And voila, I can flip through the book. So I can flip through it just like I would a paperback, or I can use the menu option down below. How you navigate the book is up to you as long as you enjoy your read. So that is the Libby app. Now that we've done some exploring in the app, I wanted to take a second to answer some frequently asked questions. Do I need an internet connection to use Libby? You only need an internet connection to browse the catalog and download your ebooks and audiobooks. Once you've downloaded the title and it's been added to your shelf, you can listen to it anywhere, anytime without an internet connection. How long can I borrow books for? Ebooks can be borrowed for 7, 14, or 21 days. Audiobooks can be borrowed for 7 or 14 days. You get to select your preference when you check out your book. How do I return my books? Titles are automatically returned to the library at the end of your loan period. If you finish a book and want to return it early, no problem. Just click on the due date and then click Return Early. Can I renew my books? Yes, you can definitely renew your books. Starting 2 days before the due date, you can renew your book provided there isn't someone else who has a hold on it. If there is a wait list for the book, your name will get added to the end and you'll get the book again when it's your turn. How many books can I borrow at once? You can borrow up to 5 books at a time and place up to 7 holds. Can I use Libby on all my devices? Yes, if you have more than one device, you can download Libby on all of them. You'll enter your same library card and PIN, and then Libby will automatically link the shelf on all of your devices. If you have any technology-related questions or suggestions for future Savvy Seniors videos, you can call me at 705-526-4216, extension 3321. Or you can email me at jwhip@midlandlibrary.com. Thanks for watching this week's episode of Savvy Seniors, the show where we tackle technology together. I'll be back next Saturday at 2 p.m. with more technology tips and tricks to make your life easier. Bye for now.